It's great to be here at the KHP conference on advanced therapies. Ultimately, we're here for our patients that we serve, and these new therapies are potentially positively life-changing for patients that are treated. I think it's essential that the patient voice is central to everything that we do, from research all the way through to treatment.
Advanced therapies include both cellular therapies, different types of immunotherapies that can be developed from, for example, harvesting a patient's white blood cells and then genetically engineering them outside of the patient and then returning them back into the patient now as therapies that are going to specifically target antigens on the surface of tumor cells. And this refers to mostly autologous cell therapies, but there are two other types of cell therapies on the horizon that I think King's Health Partners will be beautifully poised to do. One is called allogeneic cell therapies, which means off-the-shelf therapies that can be given to a much broader range of donors, and it doesn't have to be done in an academic institution with access to bone marrow transplantation units. It can be done in hospitals, community hospitals even, theoretically. And then the last type of cell therapy is called in vivo cell therapy, where instead of extracting the cells from the patient, we actually give the patient a medication that can reprogram the cells while they're inside the human being. So these things are on the forefront, and I think King's Health Partners is poised to undertake these new types of cell therapy.
And certainly at Guy's, we have developed a Advanced Therapies major program which provides an overarching infrastructure so that we can really have the ability to deliver cell therapies both within clinical trials but also within commissioned therapies at scale and at pace for as many patients who are eligible as possible across our catchment area. I mean, there are so many advanced therapies being developed across KHP. So I would highlight work by John Mayer's group, looking at developing the next generation of CAR-Ts, which are hopefully going to be able to overcome some of the barriers that we've seen so far with cell therapies, in particular CAR-Ts, in solid tumours.
Gene therapies are very personalised. These therapies provide us an opportunity to address the basic problem that is causing the condition rather than just manage the symptoms for a particular gene that is causing the disease. When I did my medicine degree, these neuromuscular conditions, the ones that had gene therapies now, such as spinal muscular atrophy, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, they were all considered incurable conditions, which were managed mainly with supportive care and palliative care. Several years ago, clinical trials started. My interest started from there because these conditions were thought to be incurable, and here we are looking at modifying the gene that causes these conditions.
As a neurosurgeon scientist, I am deeply hopeful for the future of the development of new therapies for patients with intractable and treatment-refractory brain cancers such as glioblastoma. Cellular therapy has now only just begun to be applied to these patients, and we have a huge opportunity at King's Health Partners to deliver not just the next generation of cell therapies for brain cancers, but to deliver them in a fashion we call loco-regionally, meaning that we can administer them straight into the brain with the talent of our neurosurgeons here at King's College Hospital, but also to think about bespoke and personalized therapies that match the biology of the patient's tumor.
I'm a consultant delivering CAR-T, predominantly in lymphoma patients, so I'm involved in delivering commercial products, but also commercial CAR-T studies as well, particularly in lymphoma. In hematology specifically, it would be really nice to have lower toxicity products delivered in an outpatient setting rather than having a patient in hospital all the time, but clearly there's a lot to be done. It would be great to see more advanced therapies in solid tumour cancers, particularly the big ones, breast, colorectal, lung. We're moving really quickly, but there's still so much progress to be made.